What's up, guys? Hey, it's Justin. Happy Thursday from Indiana. I hope you guys are having a good week. Just really enjoying this nice weather. Had some rainstorms earlier in the week, but it's really gotten nice today. And I think it's supposed to be nice going into the weekend. So my wife and I will be heading to Kentucky. So it's good that we'll have some nice weather on our trip. I wanted to share, so you can see the Rockstead here again. I promise I'm not showing this thing off, but this does relate to it, so I wanted to share this with you guys. So in the last video, I kind of showed how the clip is on the back of the knife here. And to engage it, you just pull up at the bottom and it sort of indexes out away from the handle. So I've come to find out I don't really like this clip very much because it's sort of, I think I showed it in my last video too. It sort of twists your pocket when you put it in your pants or in your shorts. And it's honestly just not very comfortable. I don't know how anybody else feels about this, but that's just my personal opinion. So I contacted a guy on Instagram and asked if he would make a pocket slip for it that also had an elastic loop on it that I could put my tactile turn pin in, because I'm always worried about it falling in my pocket. So yeah, this is a video talking about that. So you can see here, here's the knife, of course, and then here's the slip that the guy made. So his name is Joe, and he runs Lancelot leather, which I'll hold this. This came with the sheath or the slip. I'll hold that up there for a minute so you guys can look at it. So he's pretty active on Instagram. That's how I got a hold of him. And yeah, he just makes different leather goods. He makes a pocket slip for the RYO XO, the gravity knife. And he makes some other things for like Swiss Army knives and stuff like that. But yeah, so I contacted him with a DM and I was like, hey, I got this Rockstead. Like, it has this clip. I don't really like it. You know, would you be open to making something custom for it? And you know, he happily replied yes. He did say that it would be easier to make if he had the knife. Of course, you know, I don't know if you guys know how much these cost or not, but I wasn't really comfortable sending it through the mail. So I was like, well, you know, I trust you, but I don't really want to send this thing through the mail. So he was like, okay, just give me some measurements. So I think I gave him the overall length, the highest point of the knife when it's closed. I think it was probably here from the bottom. I gave him the thickness, and I think those were the primary measurements that I had provided to him. So yeah, so with those, he was able to make this pocket slip for me. And he did ask, you know, what color do you like your leather? What color do you want your thread? And then do you want a loop or not? And of course, you know, I said, yes, I want a loop. It's going to be for a tactile pen. And yeah, so this is what showed up yesterday. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this thing has completely transformed the way that the carryability of this knife. Because this knife is heavy as it is. And then on top of that, having this weird pocket clip, it doesn't really carry well as is. But with this pocket slip, and you can see, so I put it in like this. It was pretty tight when I got it, and you can see it's still pretty tight. But I mean, you want it to be that way so that it doesn't slip out of the slip. And I mean, you can see it fits really nice. And you can definitely tell that it was custom made for this knife because it fits just right. I mean, it's tight enough to where it's not going to fall out, but it's not too tight to where you can't get it out. As you can see, you know, pretty easily just kind of grab the back end of it and pull on it, and it comes out pretty easily. I did have this in here in this slip for about a day, pretty much all day yesterday, just trying to stretch it out and sort of give it the shape of the knife. You can see here, it's sort of expanded in places where the knife high spots are, like here where the thumb studs are. But yeah, it's really, really nice. and he did a great job. I should show some more of his craftsmanship here. You can see that all the edges are really nicely finished. The loop is securely attached, and it, you know, my pen fits securely in there. The thread work is extremely straight and very, very even. It's just a really, really nice slip. Just great workmanship, great fit. Joe is really nice. You can see, as I said, you can see his Instagram there. And he actually sells through, I'm gonna blank on it. There's a website that he sells his products through. So like if you want to have him make something, you can shoot him an Instagram and say, hey, I have this knife. Can you make me a slip for it? You know, he'll say yes or no. And then if he can, then he'll post a link to it on this site. It's Everyday Carry something, I think. There's like a bunch of different makers that, it's sort of like a coalition, I guess. But yeah, he'll post a link of the specific item that he made for you on the website so that you can go and purchase it. I'm assuming it's not available to anybody else. So that's how I did it with mine. But yeah, so I wanted to share this with you guys. And if you haven't seen his stuff, definitely check him out. And, you know, I think you saw in my last video, I'm carrying my large Sabenza with a slip now. And of course the Impinda, which is a Chris Reeve slip joint, has a slip as well. I'm really getting into the slips because, as I mentioned in my last video, I don't want to tear up the steering wheel of my car. I don't want to catch the clip on things. It's just more convenient. And this one was a win-win, I guess, because it just doesn't carry very comfortably or securely with the factory clip. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and please subscribe. And like I said, be sure to check out Joe at Lancelot Leather on Instagram, and I'll link his Instagram down below. But anyway, if you guys have enjoyed this, leave a like, and have a good rest of the week. Talk to you later.